Indietro, sto andando indietro.
Cazzo.
Cosa?
So, this is everything every sailor hates. Wind goes from 11 to 25. It's an entire platform here that is only 6 meters, so we have 4 meters under the keel. So I built a small python that essentially catches that action. Io metto il motore in avanti e tu molli le cime davanti. Una volta che le hai mollate, che lì ci sono andate, posso mollare qua dietro. Devi solo una cosa, molli davanti e vieni qua dietro a smollare, a darmi una mano su una delle due perché io devo controllare anche il motore. Vai. Vieni con sé. Sì. Sì, fai rimanere un attimo avanti. Ok.
Allora, di qua sei libero, sto andando indietro, sto andando indietro.
Cazzo!
Cosa?
Ragazza, qua è messo. Guarda che roba, è legato alla mia cima il suo
Ehi, sorry!
motore.
Coglioni, merda.
I was about to get your engine with me.
Who did that? This was going to be online. I don't know. Sorry for that.
I don't know how that happened.
Vai, 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 vai.
All right. Have a good one.
Thank you, mate. Ok, così. Vai, tranquilla, tranquilla, non troppo forte. Porco Dio. Recupera la boetta luminosa. Recupera la boetta luminosa. Veloce, 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 veloce. Ok, era così. Thanks, mate. Dai che ce l'abbiamo fatta. Cazzo, mi dispiace perché quello è stato Paul. Io l'ho visto quando ho messo quella cimetta lì, ha sbagliato la sua cima con la nostra. Mi stavo portando via il suo motore fuori bordo. Beh, poverino. Poverino. Allora vieni, dai, mettiamo a posto quella boetta luminosa che si è staccata, che adesso lì tutta lanciata la cazzo. Adesso appena usciamo c'è vento, quindi abbiamo solo la lunghezza di questo canale per sistemare le cose che ci servono. So, this is everything every sailor hates. Wind goes from 11 to 25 in gust. So you cannot reef for 25 because you don't move, but you cannot keep open for 11 because every gust will essentially put you horizontal and on the fun way. So we are proceeding somehow against wind, against wave, to get to, what's the name?
Egina.
Egina? and of course there is an entire sea of bull carriers and tankers and stuff like that. None of them, by the way, I understand, have any interest in helping out a brother. So they just keep going their way, and you need to maneuver around them. So it's a really uncomfortable sailing. I know it's impossible to see it on the video, but it's a really uncomfortable sailing, but it is what it is. As they say, as they told us, this is gonna be a great gym, a great training grounds. But it's awful. I don't know. We met people that say, I have been 25 years in this sea, and I'm like, that sucks. Down to 9 knots. But it's gusting. It's like so uncomfortable. Up and down and up and down, and you can't breathe for one, but you cannot open for the other one. It's a horrible sea to sail, by the way. Hello again. So yeah, we decided not to go. We were going that way, that island. We decided to just turn around in Regina? Egina Island. We're gonna moor here. We found there's a protected anchorage there. The water is amazing. Sadly, it's still April, so it's still cold. So I don't think we are gonna be able to actually enter the water, but at least we are in a really nice place. Right now, I think I can show it to you guys really quick. We are sailing in only 4 meters of water. You can see you can see the bottom everywhere. It's an entire platform here that is only 6 meters, so we have 4 meters under the keel. There is like a tavern or something, so I'm gonna ask that guy if there's any way to get diesel, because we couldn't get diesel in Athens. Don't call the marina, nice marina, like it, people were really nice, but I called to order, because you need to order, they don't have the gas pumps, and I called to order diesel, and and they asked me like how much you need, and I was like, well, 150 liters. And the girl started laughing, and he told me like, yeah, no, we only deliver at least 1,000 liters. Which, okay. So I call another number. A guy came, to the pier, and he was like, if you need gas, you can call me. And I was like, hey, I need it. And that was Monday. He was supposed to come Tuesday. He didn't come. He was supposed to come on Wednesday. Didn't come. I called him on Thursday, and I was like, hey dude, are you gonna bring me my diesel? I said, yeah, absolutely, I'm almost there. Like in 10 minutes we are gonna be there. I was like, okay. He didn't come. Friday, didn't come. Today, Saturday, we left, so we don't. I have 200 liters on the jerry can, so I'm not in any way worried. This that we just did, we motor for 1 hour and we sail for 2.5. And we are motoring again now for another half an hour to get to because wind went from 30 knots to 4. So anyhow, I want to have the diesel. I always, like, if I can find diesel, I will always top up the jerry cans and the tank to be on the short side, so on the safe side. But yeah, this place is amazing. Anyhow, guys, I'm gonna show you when we are going how it is. Not too shabby.
Wow. Hi guys. Something that we didn't miss about summer in Greece. People try to met mooring and anchoring in the most craziest ways, and the nightmare of Max, always watching and laughing.
I really love this shit.
This boat right there already crashed into
Crash
that
them,
boat.
crash the catamaran. But you have to say, when the guy put his mind to something, he's like, I'm gonna stay here no matter fucking what.
Yeah. Like when you park the car. If I leave it here, it will stay here.
Oh my god.
Happening with the fisherman.
No, because they dropped the anchor with the buoy for the anchor, and the buoy disconnected. So the fisherman went there and took the buoy and gave it to them like here. Now they are drifting. They are drifting in the middle of the channel where these guys goes in. I really don't. It's not gonna end that well. It's better than Netflix, by the way.
It's only April.
Yeah.
It's gonna get worse.
Yeah. And for some reason the guy's on the dinghy. The guy's not on the boat. The guy's on the dinghy. Yes, and that's the other thing. Wait, because there is more. He dropped anchor and went backwards. Wind is coming from there, so now he's all amazed. Like, what are we doing here? We dropped there, we came here, but now we are there. What happened? You gotta love charter boats. Yeah, Vlad, I know. I know. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about technology and the improvement I have been doing on the Raspberry Pi system. This is like my 26th iteration of it, but what I managed to do, this is so cool. So let me show you guys. So as you all remember, my Raspberry Pi essentially is a backup system for the entire boat, but it also gives me a lot more information than what I normally have, right? So this is my initial setup that I did. I have everything that I might need here, including position, wind, everything that you might want, right? Then we have here Freeboat, right? So it gives me my position. It's kind of a chart plotter. I have my IIS and everything that I need, right? Then I have my anchor watch here that essentially keeps me safe, tells me, you know, whenever I have my anchor, I just drop it here and it will give me a radius and everything else. So what I did today is I noticed that I can actually get this action, rise anchor and drop anchor. I can see that movement inside the data log of SignalK server. So I built a small Python that essentially catches that action and builds a txt file with the latitude and longitude of this action. So I have it here, anchor lodger, right? So what this Python does essentially gets the information from the server, from SignalK server, listen to one parameter that changes from watching to off, and if it goes on any change that it does, if it displays watching, it takes that information and storage it and give it to Raspberry Pi when I created a small service system that runs that Python and always catch, right? So what happens is there, and it runs every 10 seconds. So if I raise my anchor like so now I have my anchor, rise it, and I drop it again, drop anchor, you see my txt gets modified so I can reload it. So now that I have this, I can actually do this. So I have another Python. This, what it does is that it will build in HTML and plot all of that information, all of the latitudes and longitudes, creating marks into it. Then inside my network, I created a server, and I can call that and have this. You see? Here's all the tests that I did today. So what this small system does is that now I have a automatic logbook with all of the anchorage that I do, and it will essentially, as every night I do that, I click on drop anchor and I get that information and I plot it into this map so I can see all of the places we have been. In the future, I will add it, like you can click on it and you can, add comments or whatever it is. But also, with this knowledge, what I did is that I noticed that SignalK will have a parameter which is position, and I can use a small Python to separate that into two things. So latitude and longitude, not aggregated but separated. With that, I actually created another thing. So I now have these 3 Pythons here. One essentially, what I said, it separates position into 2 informations, latitude and longitude. And then I have these other 2 guys here. What they do is this. With Influx and Grafana, now I have automatically, this is 6 hours, let's say 24 hours. So it will give me the boat speed over 6 hours, over, in this case, 24 hours. It will give me the wind speed over 24 hours. As you can see, this is the average. So it essentially, what it does is it calculates every hour the average, because this is needed for sailing, like long distance sailing. You know how much I'm going, how many miles that I actually did, and it will calculate that for you. But it will calculate it automatically because I don't want to do math. So what it does, it gives you the wind speed, and then it will give you the final distance, like since day one, how much have you actually moved. So if I go here and go and say a year, it will tell me the maximum amount of distance that I have done during a year, during 2 years, during the whole period. I started today, so essentially it's saying nothing, but okay. But it also gives you, if you can see here, it will give you the distance that you, the miles that you cover in 6 hours, 12 hours, and 24 hours. And this is amazing, mate. Because now, when you are, for example, ocean cruising, as we are going to do in November, you can keep track of, how many miles have you done every month, every day. And my idea is that I want to automatically plot that into everything, all of this, into a USB card, and have a backup on a USB card. If something happens, I can get that USB card, throw it into the what's the name? The grab bag, where I have my Iridium and I have my small tablet and PC and everything, and I can have exactly the position where we were at the moment of a disaster or whatever it is. So it's pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an image of this Raspberry Pi, the way it's set up, and I will put it on with this video, so you guys can download it and whatever, if you want to use it or build from it, or tell me what we can build together. It's so cool.